Hi there, welcome to Apple World. My EMTV is out. Savage. I'm a savage gracious. I'm a savage. Anything I desire, I will get. Anything I desire, I need to come by. Consequently, a few foundation authorities are pushing to eliminate the very rich. A few high-profile Grammy individuals say that they don't need Diddy there. Pull you simply down into only that grimy, frightful recurrence remain in the light gives the idea that Diddy's realm is at last reaching a conclusion, and allow me to guarantee you that it isn't following 14 days of stunning allegations that uncovered his clouded side. He was terminated from Revolt Television, his own organization. It has additionally been uncovered that because of Diddy's supposed maltreatment, 18 organizations have finished their business associations with his new online business adventure. Many fans are hypothesizing that Diddy will, or as of now, has sought financial protection to save him in this disintegrating of his realm, the maker of the dress, frill, and ear brand place of Takura. Annette and Gio expressed to Drifter that this choice was made on the day that Cassandra Ventura documented her claim. We treat the charges against Mr. Brushes extremely seriously and find their way of behaving abhorrent and painful. We have faith in casualties' privileges and support casualties in speaking their reality, even against the most impressive of individuals. Turi, a very good quality skincare organization, accepted that it was basic to unequivocally try to end their relationship with the worldwide pioneer Ashley Jellock, said as a lady who claimed and drove an organization. We don't and won't wait in a hazy situation about the abuse of ladies after learning of the allegations. Underwear organizations, Nudie Framework, and Nobody Dress Years ended their records. Leonard Greer, prime supporter of No, and clothier, said while this choice was troublesome because of the respect we once held for Mr. Combs as a forerunner in business and diversion, it was obviously the right decision. Our image is established on the conviction that each individual is significant and deserving of regard, paying little heed to orientation, identity, age, and so on. The claims against Mr. Brushes are roundabout struggles with these convictions. Thus, we felt an ethical need to cut off our friendship. It is crazy how much intensity Diddy has gotten this past week. It's his fourth claim, and I question whether this will mean certain death, for it's a crazy circumstance to be engaged with. Diddy has been moderately quiet since the various new charges and allegations that have surfaced about him. Yet apparently, he has had enough since last week, when he posted an explanation that said that's the last straw. For the most recent few weeks, I have sat quietly and watched individuals attempt to kill my personality and obliterate my standing. Furthermore, my heritage nasting charges have been made against me by people searching for a speedy payday. Let me be totally clear, I did none of the terrible things being claimed. I will battle for my name, my family, and for reality. Sean. Diddy Brushes. As you would all know, despite the fact that Diddy has been in the intensity of things, the majority of Hollywood has remained quiet with the exception of a couple of, for example, 50 Cent, and one more famous figure in the hip jump scene is obviously DJ Scholastics, and he was as of late on a live stream and anticipated what might befall Diddy despises individuals who essentially feel they're greater than the law, they're greater than the program, and in this present circumstance. I think this is precise. You can say, Diddy is greater than the program. He's greater than the program. However, we've seen it before. Diddy was in a club when he got a face. Cian went to prison. Did he's cool? What is happening? Cassie just depicted some like brother. She seeming like someone in Amistad or like someone in Roots like you. Understand what I mean? Like this? Sound like some insane no one flutters an eyelash. No one says a word, and the man is dead on in the event that you really take a gander at Cassie's claim how much soil she blames Diddy for would get any typical individual a strong, robust jail sentence. It's obvious Diddy felt strong, and just now his previous activities are gradually crawling back up on him. His could have been a reminder for Diddy too. I don't have the foggiest idea who he's irritated, who up with that echelon he's annoyed, yet they checked his butt genuine speedy. He's currently putting his time, and what's going to happen is that in the following little while some other insane hazardous poop will happen to a symbol of atonement to overwhelm this story realities. Mark my statement, in the following little while some insane story you've never pondered what the you disregard this in about our teen days. Recollect that I let you know which is precisely exact thing wound up occurring as though some way or another you haven't seen the historic title that came out a couple of days prior was that Diddy purportedly packed a 17-year-old. What else needs to emerge for this person to get Secured, it's seeming to be the E.R. Kelly circumstance once more. It must, where fans are completely tired of the circumstance and are calling for something to happen to him after every one of the new titles have bet. Ian emerging with posts, like when are we going to see him get captured? Really, he's a beast. I feel so terrible for his kids, thus glad for Cassie and anybody who is standing in opposition to these beasts, bunches of endowments to every one of his casualties, and we as a whole realize there are something else to come. It's so miserable they all needed to experience such horrendous things. God bless this large number of ladies and their families. Cassie and the wide range of various casualties. Cassie's claim opens the entryway for a government examination by basing it on the sex-dealing guarantee that the FBI is logically examining him, and they will more often than not try not to make declarations about it when they get their affairs. In order for observers to approach and prove together that he will be arraigned alongside whomever they can go after, it simply requires investment. He's pulled off serious violations against young companions, rappers, teens. He's been a safeguard against evil spirits. Now, before we go any further into the video, what are your folks' legitimate contemplations on this whole circumstance? Asian, is it seeming to be Diddy will ultimately down the line endure the fallouts for his past activities once they construct an enormous body of evidence against him? Or will he keep on pulling off it? Remark down underneath. Throughout the last week or so, there's been claims that Diddy is losing everything after this large number of claims, as the Cassie claim was purportedly settled at more than $100 million, not 30. So the reality he settled so rapidly and was glad to pay anything shows her cases probably had some legitimacy, as like we referenced before on in the video. On the off chance that you glance through her claim, it's crazy how much conditions he was engaged with. This grant show doesn't need to stress over a seating plan in light of the fact that the big shot wannabe rapper and chronic assaulter won't join in. And again, this purportedly Shaw Diddy comes, and the brilliant globes and the connected title peruses what's in question for brand Diddy Shay Puffy comes faces critical higher yet. You are the harder you fall, cautioning as specialists say his $1 billion business realm could disintegrate directly following attack charges, and fans are cherishing the reality his domain is disintegrating with various posts like we seeing the Diddy ruin you all giggling emoticon he got first paid of Individuals magazine. I realize he's done. You're genuinely entering another time, and I'm hanging around for each snapshot of it, grinning with a tear. Emoticon, the reality 50 Cent 2 is likewise delivering an enduring Diddy narrative, and giving all the returns to paper casualties shows how terrible this entire situation truly is. At any rate, on the off chance that equity in the long run gets